So today we're doing the RAV4 bumper swap. Quickly walk you through a couple of pieces I got. It's 14 pieces in total. So one being main bumper. I actually got it off of eBay, but I think you can get it cheaper if you go through Toyota, surprisingly. Got the Taco Vinyl Pro Grill. Love that. Got this lower grill piece. Got the fog light covers. Then moving down is the lower bumper piece. I tried to see if you could fit this from the XLE trim, but you can't. It doesn't quite line up. It's kind of a bummer. It's okay. But the difference though was the XLE comes in two pieces, but the Adventure trim, there's technically three pieces here. So one being this piece, the second one is this kind of front bumper guard, and there's a third piece behind this that wraps around. So just things to be aware of. And then the last, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 pieces are the fender flares. So if you want like a perfect fit and alignment, you'll have to go with the bigger Adventure fender flares. So yeah, I think that's about it. Let's hop into the swap. So this and this go to the rear, right? They're separate pieces. The fronts are full pieces. Of course, you got the grill, right? And then same on the other side. So the way we're gonna do this is remove some clips and bolts from inside the hood. We'll go around to the sides, remove some clips here, around the bottom, and then just start yanking stuff off. I'll have to take the Raptor lights out. That shouldn't be too bad. And then reposition the fogs. The sensor might be a little tricky, but I think we can make it work. Alright, so took this piece off. Didn't have to remove that. Just kind of wiggle it out. It's just plastic. Couple bolts, 10 millimeter, and some clips. So pretty easy. But now most of this is loose. So next we're gonna work on the side clips. Okay, so we got the fender off, whatever you want to call it, flare. I don't know. Clip here, there's a couple clips. I think that was a bolt. Like clip, so not too bad. Once you get the fender flare removed, this pretty much just pops right up and out. I'm gonna do the same to the other side and then work my way around the bottom. There's about 8 of these around the bottom. Just look for the tabs. That's really all you gotta remove. It's just those. You can use a bolt, a wrench, or you can use a screwdriver, but just get those off. Okay, so got the sensor bracket removed, left the tabs intact that I could. So this goes to the fog light and harness. Same with this one, just gotta remove that. There's about, I don't know, 10 screws or so. And then there's a couple of these hidden guys, I don't know if you can see that. Those were right up under this guy. Which one was it? I think it was like right here. So yeah, got my lights hooked back up. I had a hack on my old bumper. I used foam. It wasn't the greatest. Tore that off. These actually plug and play, which is nice. Meaning they plug right in here. comes with a harness too, I think. I'll put the link in the description. Got the gasket reinstalled. It's pretty easy if you just use some pliers. There's little tabs, so you'll squeeze and then pull up. Not too hard at all. There's probably what, 10 of them, I think. All right, y'all, made some progress. Took the sensor off, looked at this bracket. I'm gonna have to cut here, right? You can see that line. It just sticks out a little too far to sit nice and flush and snug. So I'll cut that, and then this should fit, you know, a little nicer, a little more even. So that's gotta come off. For the sensor, repositioning it, I cross-compared to Blue Yoda's. I'm gonna have to fully, you know, once this is cut off, to fully get a new like bracket made. So what I did, got some plexiglass, right? I got the sensor bolted up here. There's an inch-long bolt, washer, and then a nylon locking nut. So that's how that's working. And I drilled holes, and they should line up to here, right? So 2 and 2. And what I did to get that to line up, I just had some cardboard, right? Punched holes until I found it, had my template, put it on the plexiglass, drilled, and then should be able to reuse some screws from other various parts. Okay, I got the top bracket chopped. I had to go a little deeper than I originally thought. So this piece it's kind of like that, right? But yeah, I had to go a little deeper. So the cut is actually pretty much flush with this kind of area here. So that's what it looks like. Really, all this is gonna do is support part of the front bumper, and then I'll still have this guy to further support it. So that's why we still need this. Okay, got the top piece in there. It fits so much better. Got the sensor bracket mounted back on there. So now all I gotta do is put these clips, screws back in. So these teeny guys go to the corners. These silver screws go right there and right there. And then the clips pretty much line up, right? So yeah, that's about it. And then get to slap it back on. Putting this back on, I just tighten these, hand tighten real quick. So 1, 2. After that, I got the connectors back up for the, you can see it, they're right there. Fog lights and the sensor. Okay, hood's latched. Pretty snug fit. Yeah. Ain't nothing getting through there. Cool. You see, for the adventure trim, these guys stick way out here. So that's kind of why you need the bigger ones. Because there's the skinny one. You could try and retrofit it. Might not be a bad look, maybe. I guess you could do that. Just cover those up somehow. Could even wrap them. I don't know. Might not be too crazy. On the back, these ones fit right on, so sweet. This back side here, these first 4 fit, but then the OEM has the slats, and these have, whatever you call these, clips, more hole, more circular. Let's go with that. So I would have to, if I want it to fit on there snug, I think that is gonna basically have holes in this area because it kind of comes above these guys. So I don't think there's anything. No, it's just body. My hand back there. Yeah, so we should be good to drill. I don't think you're gonna drill into any electrical stuff. There's a little pad, you're fine. And then there's like an inch of space back there. So yeah, I think we're clear to drill. Okay, so I got the 4 holes marked. I just used the dry erase marker. Lined it as pretty close as I could. And then just kind of eyeballed it. Shouldn't be too far off, as you know, these do have some wiggle. So even if you're slightly off, you should be able to get it to fit. Too easy. It's on there. She's snug. All right, y'all, just to recap, this lower bumper won't line up. So I'm gonna have to go to the dealership today. Might be able to pick it up today, we'll see. But just so you know, it's a little, I guess, shorter width-wise, right? I was hopeful I was gonna be able to reuse it, but it's all right. Came in 2 days, so they ship pretty fast. It's mostly clip and play, but then there's 2 screws. Ideally, I would have done this when the whole bumper was off, but I just don't want to take it off right now. So I'm just gonna clip these in and then kind of screw that in from behind. I think there's enough space to get my hand back there, so. All right, just to show you guys real quick, this is the lower piece of the bumper. I knew it probably wasn't gonna work, and I just wanted to see before I order it. So yeah, it doesn't quite line up. It's super close, but I just wanted to test to see, just to make sure. Okay, I got radar ready. I'm gonna set the cruise. Hey, so it sees the car, slowed down.